welcome back to the channel. Another housing market update, keeping you updated with what's happening in the Las Vegas housing market. Today we're going to be covering a few things about the market. I'm going to be going over a few things such as median sales price and also the average sales price, because there's a little bit of a discrepancy right there between the two, and try to explain what that means for you. And also we're going to go over some some data about inventory, what's coming next in January, and whether or not it is a good time for you to buy or sell. With that said, let's get into it. We look at the median sales price here in Las Vegas. As of today, well, not as of today, as of November 6th, okay, this is the data here in Redfin. We're looking at $409,000. I'm not sure why it's a little bit offset from my MLS data. MLS data is probably the most accurate one, so I'm going to go right at that one. Let's see what we have. All properties in the Las Vegas Valley, we have the median sales price is $405,000. Redfin shows it at $409,000. I'm not sure, there might be missing some data there. But $405,000 at the peak, we were at $445,000, which shows us we are at about a $40,000 correction, which is about still that 9% correction right there that we're looking at. And that was, we went down to 410 back in August. We had a little bit of correction upwards in September to 418. That's because of interest rates going down again to 5.5% on the average 30-year mortgage. And now that mortgages are back to 7.5%, prices have corrected downwards again. We're looking at another $13,000 for correction. Now, this is, however, the median sales price. The average sales price, however, has a little bit different story to it. As you can see right here, the average sales price, we saw it going up. Average sales price is $523,000, almost $524,000 in June 2022 when it was at the peak. And then we've seen a correction all the way down to $476, and now we're seeing a correction upwards to $486. And this is the average sales price. However, the average sales price keeps in consideration a few more things, such as, number one, it doesn't keep in consideration the square footage of the house that the median sales price home sells for. So that's a big difference. And also it keeps in consideration other homes that are maybe specific, like a unicorn home or something that you don't see often, like a $20 million home that could be sold that one day. That will average the median sales price up. So maybe that's what's been happening in the last few months, that we've seen that correction upwards. But I think there's also a correction also in the median sales price because the square footage is lower. Let me explain a little bit more into detail what that means. So I pulled up, a definition of it to kind of give you an idea, right? And the average, so we took these 7 properties right here, listed at 100,000, 150,000, then 175, 200, 225, 250, and then $6 million, like a random home, right? And if you only have 7 homes in your group that you're trying to average, then you can see the average sales price is $1 million, $1,014,000, versus the median sales price is $200,000. This is if these were the only 7 homes that were sold, right? So you see how the data can be a lot different. However, when you have a big group, obviously you're not going to see that difference go that much, okay? But the median sales price is, what it means is it picks the middle home. So the square footage that is bought right there in the middle and the price that is attached to it. That's what it picks, right? So this one, let's say it's a 2,000 square feet home, and it's sold for $200,000, right? However, what if now people are purchasing a lower square footage? What if people, instead of purchasing a 2,000 square feet home, are purchasing now a 1,900 square feet home? That doesn't account for this one. So that's one of the reasons why average and median sales price are different. And also, what we have to consider is, what if this house didn't sell that month? Now the average sales price would be a lot lower. So we can't really rely much on the average sales price. That's why people really go with the median sales price. But we shouldn't keep always, give for granted pretty much that the median sales price is the place that we need to look at, because it doesn't account for square footage. In fact, I did some research right here on the median sales price home and what it's sold for. And if we look at, I'm going to do it right now for some reason, I don't have it here. No, not this one. Let's go back here. Okay, so let's go at residential. We're looking at the homes sold. Okay, we're going to go and look at the homes sold in the past, let's say 6 months ago in July or May, whenever that was, right? So we go 150 days ago to 180 days ago. All the homes that sold in that month. Okay, so from the 5th to 6 months ago. And when we look at the results, check all, we'll go to stats, tabular, and we see the average median square footage right here is 1,708 square feet. So 5 months ago, people were purchasing a home that is 1,708 square feet on average. Okay, and they were paying for it, close price at $450,000, right? Which it's about on par with what we were looking at, right? The data that we were looking at, 450 or so was the peak. Now we look at the average square footage for the homes that sold in the last 30 days. Let's see what that is. 0 to 30 days. Go to the map. We go to results. And we check all. And we look at the stats here. Let's look at the square footage. You see, square footage has gone down. So what this is telling, it's not much. It's about 10 square feet less, but it's still less, right? But then the close price is at 400,000. So it's quite a difference. That's in the last 30 days. But if you look at here, we're looking at less square footage. So people can, since they can't afford as much of a home, square footage of the average sales home is going down, right? Now, this is only in the last 30 days though, so there could be a little bit of discrepancies here and there, but that's the case for any kind of data, right? Now, if we let's look at a little bit more data. Let's look at 2 months ago. Let's see how that turns out. All right, let's see. Let's go from 60 to 90 days ago. This should be pretty similar to what it is now because interest rates were higher. So let's see. Results. And stats. Wow, that was a lot lower actually. It's 1,668 square feet is what people are affording right now. So less square footage, a lot less right there. That's 50 square feet less. It could make a difference, on the price of a home on average, right? Because that's, if you're considering 50 square feet less, that's if you consider at, what is it, $250 a square foot is the average square footage price here in Vegas. 250 times 50. That's a difference of $12,500 that is not being accounted between the median sales price and the average sales price. So that's a big difference. That doesn't show in the numbers. It just shows as the median sales price going down, but also the square footage is going down. So I don't know if you can catch that difference right there. I hope it makes sense to you guys watching. If it doesn't, let me know down in the comments that I did a poor job at explaining it. But anyway, this is why when we see this, we see the average sales price going up. We look at the price per square footage even. Like this is literally price per square footage. It keeps into account all the homes, right? If you look at the median home, like that middle home, the average home that is being sold, median, it says that it's at $239 per square foot. Then we look at the average home, $253 per square foot. So you have to keep in account all the metrics out here. But as you can see, even the median, the average sales price right here, per square foot is going up right here recently. Not by much, by $1, but it hasn't corrected as much as the rest. So this really speaks as far as interpreting data. That's why I want you guys to take a look at this, because this could make a difference if we're looking at when the housing market is actually going to bottom, when we're going to see that upward trend again. We might have already started seeing this, or maybe it's going to keep coming down a little bit more. I'm not sure. Nobody knows that until you actually you see the data. So that was a little bit of an introduction right there for the median sales price versus average, so that we can kind of analyze a little bit better now. So median sales prices says we're going down. But again, people are buying smaller homes now, not by much, but smaller homes. And prices are going down. We're at $405,000 here in October. I predict this one to keep going down now in this November and December. And this is the average. If you get a really good deal right now, because there's a lot of inventory available to buy, you could be getting this house price a lot lower than that 405, right? If you get the median sales, the median home. It's just a matter of what kind of deal you get, what the conditions of the home are, and a lot more factors, right, into it. Now, that is pretty much what I wanted to cover here. If we look at a little bit the inventory I want to see, because that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Months of supply, we've seen months of supply kind of flatten out again. So that's a good sign, because it means that now, obviously, prices are going to kind of stabilize. Unless these months of supply goes up even more, then we might see more of a buyer's market. But right now, it kind of stabilized, which is good to have price stability. Although I hope to get some better deals in the future, if prices go down. But hey, at the end of the day, if you're a real investor, it doesn't matter what the market is doing. You buy at all markets. You don't try to time the market, because that's the wrong thing to do. And because we cannot see the future, that is the reason why. You look at all the people, look at 2020, right, during the pandemic. I remember everybody saying, oh no, I'm gonna wait it out because I think right now is not the right time. Back in 2020, that was when you could get the best deals out there, literally at even less, let's say 10% less, 20% less of what the median sales price was, because you could get that one buyer that was desperate, thought everything was going to go down forever, that sold their house at the bottom of the market. And that could be the moment right now. And if you're getting it at a good discount, now is the place to go and purchase homes. And I'm seeing that every day in the market. There aren't many buyers buying, but the ones that are buying, they're getting some screaming deals. You look at spec homes, these are speculation homes. So homes that the builder, what it means is that the builder, right? These are new construction homes that the builder speculated on what items the buyer would want, and then trying to sell it at the end as a quick move in, right? Or maybe it's just a home that came back on the market from a past sale that didn't go through. Regardless, these homes are now available on the market, and these builders, they're getting rid of them and slashing prices left and right, some of these builders, just to get it off their books and before the end of the year. I don't know if they're able to get them off the books by the end of the year. I don't know how many more they have coming in January. That would be a good video, actually. But right now is definitely a good time to get that discount that everybody was looking for. And it's a shame that now nobody's buying, right? That this is when people that have the opportunity should come out and start purchasing a home, because it is the right time to purchase. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's going to be a better time in the future, let's say next year. But I don't think this is going to be long-lived, and could be right now, today. It could be next year. I don't know. But as long as you buy the right deal, let's say it's at 20% off from the peak of last summer, right, that we had. That's a good deal. That's 10% off of what the median sales price of a home is nowadays. So that's a lot of money right there. That's another, let's say median sales price is $400,000 right now. It was $450 back then, $440, right? Now say you get the median sales home at $360. That's a really good deal. It's going to be difficult to get lower than that. Anyway, Those are my thoughts on the market. That's what I want to share. This is gonna go on the second channel, so if you're seeing it, it's because it's on the second channel. I want to keep the first channel just for model home tours and all the things that people like to see on my channel, just because I don't want to mix the two. I might do some market update that goes less into detail about this stuff on the main channel, but this is only for the second channel because I do like to go a little bit more into detail, like what is the median sales price versus average sales price, and all these things. I want to do that on the second channel, so I try to give you that market update on there. Anyway, I think that's it. Leave me some comments down there. Let me know what your questions are, other topics that maybe I should cover on this channel or the main channel. And then, I hope you guys enjoyed it and you got, a little bit of an update here on the market. As far as listings available here, forgot to show you. Homes for sale is what we need to look at. Look at the homes for sale. Right now, they're actually going downwards. So we had homes go up. The amount of homes we had at some point 12,000 homes on the market. That was when everybody was freaking out saying, hey, put my house on the market before the market crashes. And that's what actually crashed the market, right? And now people taking off their homes. So we're about 11,695. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next video.